Hey, what's going on, y'all? Sean of Math Swap Tutoring here with another math challenge that reads as follows. 1/5 x squared minus 3 is equal to 1/5 times x plus p, x minus p. What is p? All right, so in other words, what we need to do here, we need to figure out how to change this around so that we can factor a polynomial here. Um, And the deal is when you see x plus p, x minus p, that means that we had like a difference of squares. Okay. So, but then also noting here, 1/5 is factored out. So we need to factor out, there's a 1/5 here. So that means we pull that away from here, but we're going to have to, from the x squared, but we need to see what happens when we pull it away from 3. All right. So basically, what you have is 1/5 x squared minus 3, and then we're dividing the whole thing by 1/5. So in other words, factoring out. So that is the same thing as doing like this. Okay, so that will become 1/5 times x squared minus, what is 3 divided by 1/5? That's the same thing as 3 times 5, which is 15. Okay, so difference of squares. That means um, the square root of this plus the square root of that, and then the square root of this minus the square root of that. Okay, so in other words, this becomes 1/5 x plus square root of 15 x minus the square root of 15. Okay, now you can't simplify 15 anymore. That's 5 times 3. Neither of those are perfect squares. So this is the simplest you can get. So p is equal to the square root of 15. And if you want to check it, you can just kind of multiply it back out. But yeah, that's the answer. Let me know if you got it. This is adapted from a real SAT problem. So yes, you do see this kind of stuff on the SAT. All right, y'all have a good one.